And welcome back to Talking About the Hours. We're your host, TJ Bain on the Poe, back once again with the latest and greatest. Me and T had a long talk about some things, but yeah, hey, it's all good. You know, stressed out. New year, new us. So, should we get into it?
Yeah, let's not go.
All right. So, we back. Like I said, once again, something happened on Monday.
A few things happened, but that's what we're here to talk about, right?
Yeah. So, hey, let's bust it open then. So Trump was back in office. He's back. Hey, one thing I do want to say before we get into it. Whatever he said he was going to do, he did that shit that day. So I guess he's a man of his word. How do you feel? Let's go back and let's break it down. So Donald Trump is back in office, correct?
Right.
His inauguration speech was which is crazy, where everything went down January 6th. It was in that same place. That's nuts. Off point. That's crazy. And no one refused it. No one said, "Oh, no, I ain't doing that." Or whoever has who's in charge of the functions, you know, when you go play golf or you have a golf tournament or whatnot, and there's like a designated hall for an area. No one opposed to that. That shit is nuts to me.
Yeah, Trump's in office again. He promised a lot of things, and he is doing a lot of things. But I don't know, man. We gotta ask the people of America though, like, do you agree with what's going on right now? Because if he's doing this, just imagine if he keeps this up for at least a whole year. What is that going to look like for us?
What do you mean? What do you mean by
trying to
us?
get smart? Nigga, are you trying to kick some knowledge?
Everybody, the American people, man. Like, you got to ask yourself, like,
He told you.
Is it going to be good or bad?
He told you. They're taking away black jobs.
Which part?
So yeah.
So he's creating some black.
So
creating black jobs.
No, what he's saying is they're getting rid of black jobs. So he's on point, or not on point, but he definitely he wants to get rid of all people who are not documented, right? Send them back to where they came from, which is what he said before.
Okay.
Nigga, you already know I'm going. I'm not trying to incite a riot, but I'm saying, do not be like, for his sake, don't talk about the S word. But yeah, it's back on the table. Do not, because that will be your downfall, and everything will come crashing down on you. Especially, you're in DC.
Yeah. Right.
And when I say the S word, you know, T knows, I know. It's nothing sexual about the S word. What I'm saying is, Toby. There you go.
Nah, your name is, you know what. But anyway, Yeah, man, it's just there's a lot going on. He's doing a lot. Oh, the interesting thing I found out today is he signed the executive orders to release the JFK files, the assassination of JFK, the assassination of Martin Luther King, and the assassination of one other.
Was it that's fucked up.
I totally
Malcolm X?
I don't believe it's Malcolm X.
Why not release that too?
Well, that's a good point, Al. And
Or was it
uh,
Robert Kennedy Jr.? His brother. Was that it?
yeah, it was some breaking news that came on my phone, and it was like, yeah, Trump is releasing these files, and then I automatically just thought to myself, like, okay, he released these files, but is he going to release those Epstein files? And you know what was funny though too is because people was like, "Oh man, this is what transparency looks like. This is what transparency looks like." I was like, "Yeah, okay, it is."
Then
But
let's be transparent about everybody in that case.
but yeah, hey, that's what all I'm saying is. But if he's being transparent, then he should just say, just like he did with the January 6th, what's it called? Protesters and shit that he let out of jail. He might as well just say, fuck it, free, like, just let them all go. Free all of them. And let all these
I'm sorry
documented files.
if that was loud. I didn't mean to laugh so loud because that was crazy.
Yeah. Just release them Epstein files, man.
This nigga released everyone who was attacking the.
Yeah, it's he
I mean,
released. He did that for don't let's just call a spade a spade. Bad choice of words maybe, but he released them Martin Luther King Jr. files because it was close to Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, right? And it was he gonna say, I did this for the black people now.
I did on this day for y'all. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
And for any of y'all that just sit there and want to believe that, cause like,
I did for y'all, guys. Hey, you know what? Donald Trump. Donald
that's what
Trump,
Red Fox is saying to you right now. But go
you
ahead.
big dummy. I would put it like this: Donald Trump is the hardest gangster rapper ever.
He's smart in a
But
sense.
but he does shit in front of our face, and no one says anything. Like, oh, he's president, it's Trump, nigga.
A lot of people make excuses for stuff, but there was that one. I don't know if you guys seen it. No, you know what? I'm talking about this like, okay, the thing we got to talk about here is because him releasing all them people that was in that went okay. Let's just say this. All right,
Yeah,
they attacked the police, right?
they attack. Yep,
Which is bad. That was horrible.
blue lives matter, but yet
But yet they let him out. Now let's just put this out there too, because nobody wants to keep saying this, because they went out there and booed all over the Capitol, because like them people defecated all over the Capitol, man. Like,
that's
what kind of
America. That's America.
Nah, cuz that ain't America, cuz I ain't going nowhere and boo-boo on nothing if I'm mad at it, cuz I don't care about nothing like that. Like, just what kind of people do that?
It's a bunch of brats who don't get their way. Now they have their way. Guess
That
what?
is, hey,
You have 4 years of it.
that
Cool.
is disgusting. That is vile.
What do you mean?
That is unheard of. I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? That is downright nasty. And there are other ways you can protest. Like you said, you could have did all that. No, no, no. There is no explanation for this. And
there.
let me say, let
All right.
me go. Let me cook real quick. There's no explanation for this. You can make your way. You can say stuff in a don't like even if you're not gonna be peaceful. Okay, that's not really okay. But you're not gonna be peaceful. Fine, whatever. But to go up there and shit all over the place is like
What do
you
untrained?
have to be.
What is? Oh, damn! I hate calling. Yeah, fuck it. What do untrained puppies do?
What, they boo on the floor?
They piss and shit everywhere. So you had a bunch of untrained puppies out there at the in the Capitol rioting. Someone got shot, and no one believed. So no one really believed that that could happen. Hey, she got smoked. Pow. Guess what happened? Niggas backed off. So it takes only one. And I don't want this to be a podcast about hatred, but it's like, damn,
Yeah.
y'all,
No,
like, y'all niggas get away with a lot of shit that we can't do. If it was blacks and Hispanics rushing the Capitol, guess what? No one would have gotten inside. No one would have got off the front porch on that shit. And that's my problem. It's like
no,
this happened.
yeah.
This
I
happened
mean,
because he sent out the word. Somebody died, but yet we still vote him in. It's like, now I'm not saying the best or the last 4 years have been the best for us, but still, you brought him back. Yeah. Now I feel proud about 2008 when Barack came in and nigga was proud, walking proud, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, can't tell me shit. Now that's how it feels for them.
yeah. There you go. We did it too. So I mean, it's time for them to snap too.
But yeah, but we ain't killed
But
nobody though.
it was true, and we didn't poop all over the Capitol.
Right.
We didn't storm the Capitol and all that stuff. But
Niggas could have been extra ignorant.
Cause just think about this, Cause it didn't matter what kind of serious crime you did on that day. Like if you cut a cat, like if you slit one of the officers' throats that day, you got a pardon.
That's crazy.
What did you say, nigga?
You got a pardon. If you kill somebody, they had people that dudes that got 18 to 20 or 22 years, they got full pardons now. I was facing 17 years
Did that,
over
guys.
weed.
He did
Over
that.
weed. Over weed. These
Why?
motherfuckers stormed the Capitol, and got full pardons. Just let that sink in, America. I mean, that's good. I mean, I don't know if that's crazy to y'all, man, but that's straight crazy to me.
But the
And
crazy
for
part is,
everybody out there that was facing or has their charges right now, and you're sitting there about to face life in prison and 5, 10, 15, 20 years in prison, you're not getting a full pardon.
but do you think they're betting on Trump get him out? Like,
What now?
do you think they're betting on Trump getting them out of that situation? So
No.
it's for superstars, for people who are popular. He seems to get the black population out of trouble.
No, the black population, he got Kodak Black and Lil Wayne off. That's it. That was at the black population.
What do you mean?
That's not the black population. That's two niggas.
Right. But the black population sees that, like, that's why, you know what I mean? They see it as like, oh, Trump, he looks out for niggas. Like, bro. Hey, Uh,
Man,
hey, no, no,
cuz.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
we
no,
ain't
no,
gonna
no,
put
no,
that.
no.
No, 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 man. We ain't gonna put that out there, cuz.
What do you
I
mean?
know it. That's not. You can't.
No,
You
let's talk
can't
about it. Let's
pardon.
talk about it.
Yeah, yeah, we are. You can't pardon Kodak Black and Lil Wayne and talking about he looking out for all niggas. Like, come on, bruh. Like, what is? How does that sound,
No,
bruh?
no. What I'm saying is that's the outside.
If we really,
No, what
oh
I'm
my
saying is
god, if I
that's what
know
the outside people are saying. Like,
if
oh,
people really think that, cause y'all some like, come on, man. Like, are we really that stupid? Cause, and I have to say, and I'm sorry to be like,
hey, some niggas would just want to be out.
but he did. But there is niggas out there like Sexy Red, stupid ass said, I'm voting for Trump because he gave me $1,200. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, cause Uncle Murder put Uncle Murder said it like Uncle Murder said it just right. Cause like y'all niggas voted for Trump because he gave us $1,200. Man, we ain't getting shit now. He ain't giving us shit now. He ain't giving us no $1,200 now. He ain't getting $200, bro. We ain't getting $20 now. But I digress. It is what it is.
And
I wasn't asking for him to give me no money. I ain't take that money anyway.
I
I
don't
was
know.
just thinking like,
My thing is, all right.
you gonna get your pound of
Hey,
you gonna get your pound of flesh from me. But go ahead.
my thing is, hey, let's be fair. Nothing's fair, right? Like, NFL teams, like the Chiefs, nothing's fair, right? I'm not shooting it that way, but what I'm saying is, let us as black people get our fair share and watch what we do with it. That's why they are stopping it. That's why they don't want to give us our reparations because they know what it does. Like we don't have reparations, but guess what? We move the culture. We move everything that's moving right now in the world. It's not just America, just in the world. So what I'm saying is, hey, it's time to pay up, right? Like give us our money, and we're cool.
No, I don't want no money.
I will go, huh?
I don't want no money.
What do you mean? You don't think like, okay, you don't think your mom and dad deserve the money. So let's say if they pass, right? I don't want to put that
Mm-hmm.
out there, but let's say if they pass, you got money. You want to keep that house, right?
Yeah, but
That's where you grew up. So you want to make it look nice,
I'll
nice and neat,
explain what I mean after you. Good.
nice and neat. Same thing with my mom's house. Yeah. Guess what? I'm make it nice. Whatever you want, picket fences. We got money. We have money to do what we want to do with, right? And better ourselves. So once that happens, guess what? We good. Other than that, don't talk to me. You can't explain anything to me. You can't have the owner of Tesla. Nigga, he threw the salute and meant that shit. Crazy. Crazy. That's like if Obama were to come back um, for another term and did the fist.
Okay, and we should.
Uh,
Oh wait, he can't do another term, but still.
Yeah, you got it.
So what I was saying, and yeah, I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, and what I'm saying is I don't want money because I want the land that was promised. You just give me my 40 acres and my mule. That's all I need.
But that goes hand in hand because if you had land, guess what? You would sell it.
No, there's a big difference in that.
No, 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 no. Let's get real. Niggas, if niggas had land, niggas wouldn't tend to it. Nigga, you'd sell it. Like, come on.
Who? Are you asking? You're talking about me, this nigga right here, or are you saying in general?
I'm talking all niggas. Like, how many niggas would tend to land? Like, how many Negroes would buy cattle?
This nigga right here.
Mm, okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot that would sell that away
Yeah, there are a lot that
just with
would
the cash.
see. The thing that this is where and this is not saying people are uneducated, but this is the part that people that don't know. I wouldn't sell my land. I would profit off my land. That's the big difference. So
Oh,
take that for what you want.
nigga, you just said it. You just said it. You would do what?
I profit off my land, not sell it. And that's the thing that people don't understand in America. That's
So,
what black
so,
people don't understand.
so you would
Understand.
profit. You would profit off your land,
Yes.
right? Which is what they're doing to us. They're profiting off their land.
Man, I'm not making this nigga. You doing all these weird,
It's not weird, nigga.
but
It's nothing
it's
weird
not
about it.
weird. But it's just you keep bringing it to this black and white thing. I'm just talking like this, nigga. All I'm just saying is, all I want is if there's any reparations, just give me land. Okay, I'm cool with land. All right, I'm gonna profit off my land. I don't care about no whatever. No disrespect, Al, but whatever you talking about, cause like as far as this white and black shit, you know what I'm saying? We all got to live here. We're all here. It is what it is. The more we're already all separated and shit like that, and that's what's fucking us up. So the more we separate, the more we're getting fucked up.
And I'm not really
So
trying to speak about white and black. I'm speaking about um, what people would do for a check.
yeah, and that's not just black people. A lot of white people would sell their land too, but a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah,
a
you're right.
lot are smart and would profit off the land. Like I say, see, I learned stuff from different people. Like a lot of people, and just this is how I'm wired. Okay, so when I'm working at this place, and this is why I said when I was younger, I would have never did sports and stuff like that. It would have just been like a hobby, and then if I'd have got the college off it, then okay. But I never would have made it like my main focus. My main focus would have been what I'm doing now, like the building part, because what I've learned from the building part is developing stuff like land, developing properties, building stuff, turning a piece of flat land that is just a bare land into something that's profitable, like a home that you could sell and do things like that. If you give me 40 acres as a builder,
Oh yeah, you came up.
see, the thing is, and this is where the education part comes in, and this is where I remember I sent you this a while ago about the dude was saying that there's no OGs left, and then everybody looking at Whack 100, all crazy now because whatever he did. I'm not gonna sit there and put him, put his business out there, but there are OGs left, and then OGs doesn't mean it's people that's actually gangster too, man. But I'm not
Right,
saying
right,
I
right,
was a
right, right.
full on gangster. It's people with knowledge, man. It's the grown men that that been through stuff that want to give you knowledge, so you young men don't have to go through the stuff that or you can not even just go through it. You could avoid this stuff, you know. So. This is the OG. This is just some OG shit right here. Okay,
Yeah, no, I hear that.
You young niggas out there, you young dudes, and I'm not just saying when I
Uh,
say young niggas, I'm talking about the young little black kids, but I want to address every little kid. All right, and a lot of them kids already are getting this money. It's not about having money right now. It's not about having money right at this very point. And that's what I just talked to my wife about too. Is I want to have something to leave my kids. You know, so I'm not working on getting my kids everything. I'm working on getting my kids, the grandbabies, everything. So when by the time, you know what I'm saying, I pass away, I'll have something to pass them. There will be a legacy for them to be able to grow on. And to be honest, what they do with it is up to them. I mean, my grandma, she, like I said, she has some stuff in lock. Like our houses that she built, bought and built and did all that shit. Like they're and we can't sell them at all. Nobody in our family can sell them. So I'm learning stuff that, you know, and I'll put it how my grandma would say it is, that is like the white folks is like, you know, because it's all what you take in too. It's like if you're around people, you are what you're around mostly. You become what you're around. And
That's
right now,
hey, say it again.
you become what you're around, or you get tendencies of it.
Nah, you said it perfectly the first time.
Nigga, if you in the hood, if you 46, my age in the hood, you still gonna be a hood nigga. But if you around people that are trying to get money in a way that you never, like, you know, like entrepreneurial shit where you see motherfuckers building land, you know, buying land and
Let's
building, you
go.
know,
Let's go. Let's go, T.
building
Speak
cities
it,
on
nigga.
it and
Speak it.
shit. Nigga, that's what life is about. That's what you young men need to be learning right now, man. If I had this knowledge when I was your age, man, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. We'd be sitting on Mount Everest. Shit.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And you're never too old to learn something new, man.
Yeah. Ain't never chose to get played out.
Yeah, man.
So, um, you know, our thing growing up was like, yeah, we gotta be the shit. Like me and T, you know, the bomb squad, nigga, we got pictures. And I wish I would have put that into the new intro. If you have those, send it to me. But yeah,
Bomb Squad with us when we played football back in the day. You
of
know.
course we're not gonna blow shit up
But
except this podcast. But what I'm saying is, I saw someone yesterday who was the assistant coach for Seaside High. I was like, oh, you're working here now?
ooh,
I won't say it. He's older. He's older. But nah, I can't do that
nigga,
to
why
him.
bring it up? Yeah.
Why? Because growing up as a kid, all right, I put it like this. When you're great at something, when you're good at something, you're gonna see people that ascend and
Yeah.
decline and decline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in high school, he was talking a lot of noise being an assistant coach. So you saw the uprise, and now I see your decline, right? Yeah, it took a lot. It took about 20 years, but I see what you're doing now, right? So
That's pretty petty, Al. Yeah.
I am the pettiest nigga that you would ever know, T. But guess what? I'm not paid to my friends. I tell you what I want to say. I'm not petty about that shit. So, but yeah, this is outside people. I'm not speaking about that. But yeah, you talk shit as I was growing up, and now I see you coming down. Guess what I do? Hey man, hope you're good. Cool. I don't bring shit up unless it's family, or I consider you family as well. You, Rob, Jason, doesn't matter. The whole age block. I consider you guys family. So what I'm saying is, I can bring that shit up time after time with you guys. But if I see someone in passing that I met throughout my life, I remember that shit, and I see you like, all right, cool. I see where you're at. That's it. Like,
Interesting.
yeah, I don't, man, because if I wanted to fart on niggas, I'd fart on niggas. Remember the? I'm not sure if you guys did this or pretty sure it was probably my brother. But you remember back in the day, niggas like when you were a kid, your brother would like fart in your head because Ty farted on you. 'Cause-
We never really did that around each other.
All right, let's move on. Next topic. So
Hey, nigga, it is what it is. That's why, cause look,
go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
don't, I don't, I don't like people passing gas around me. I don't think it's funny. I don't get any laughter from it. I don't get any joy from it. Let me give you a example of what that is.
All right.
Okay, so you know how when, and I'm gonna use your connotation like you said for the people at the Capitol. You know how when a dog meets somebody, what's the first thing they do when they,
Uh,
I mean, excuse me, when they meet another dog?
they sniff around, but they also go. They want to find out if it's male or female.
Oh man, are you trying to make?
No, I'm trying to be.
It,
They sniff the butthole, like they sniff around the
okay,
back. All right, cool.
exactly. All right.
Right.
So they sniff their buttholes, right? That's what dogs do. All right. Maybe they are checking if they're female, but the way they do it, because they put their nose in their butt. So when a human farts and then you smell it, it's literally like you're making me walk up to you and sniff your ass, like unwillingly. So if I don't want to sniff your ass, you shouldn't pass gas in front of people. So that's why it's so disrespectful. We are not animals, we are humans. So smelling another person's ass is not funny to me.
Wait, wait. So what do you mean we're not animals?
We're not animals, we're humans. We're considered humans. We're not, okay?
That
That's why,
have animalistic tendencies.
but we are still humans. We are not animals. So having animalistic tendencies is,
But if you're acting like an animal,
maybe you are an animal. The whole point is, man, is just it's
hey,
disgusting. Like, I no, we didn't do that. Like, no, because it would have caused like actual fights between us. You know, we didn't actually do that shit. I never thought it was funny. None of my cousins and none of my, you know, brothers, none of that. We just never did that. We never passed gas around each other. I mean, my dad does it now because he older, but it's not. We
okay,
don't call for my dad. We don't call it farting. We
yes,
call it flatulence.
flatulence. Yeah, I was gonna
You
say.
know what I'm saying?
Niggas got flatulence.
When you can't control it, when you older, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's flatulence. Yes, that sounds nasty, but that's what it is. Yes. Okay. I gotta tell you this funny story real quick, Dad. Sorry to bust you out, bro. But so we was at camp. We was at this camp, our camping, our annual camping trip, right? We was all playing cards and stuff. We sitting there chilling at the table. The kids are sitting there having a great time. Everybody having a good time. And you hear, and we was like, my dad said, he was like, he woke up out of his sleep. He was like, what was that? We was like, bro, don't be sitting there trying to play like you don't know what that was, man. It's like, man, come on, Dad.
Oh,
And
oh shit.
he was like,
Hey,
he was like, sorry, man. He's like, sorry, Ruth. And goes back to sleep. 10 minutes later, we like, I was like, Dad, come on, bruh. Like he was like, what? What was it? You know, he was acting like he didn't know what it was still, and I was like, bruh, like, he was like we gotta move you over to the other side because you finna stink up the whole campsite, man. But so, anyways,
Yeah, niggas. When you get old, guys, you
if
get that shit.
you get old,
You get you
I
get shit
can't
off.
really. Even when I was in jail, cause Jen was laughing about this, cause you know how people in jail is. People be nasty, cause like niggas was walking by, niggas just farting and shit, cuz, and we in a cell block, you know, and mind you, this is in this jail in Illinois, a punk ass Illinois, nigga, it's 24-hour lockdown. Nigga, you don't get to go out to jail, you don't get to go out Quincy, yeah, I don't know who, if you, any of y'all listening and y'all ever been to Quincy, Illinois, that jail fucking sucks. They got a brand new jail that was sitting right next to it, nigga, and we was in that old ass, decrepit ass, Shawshank Redemption ass jail, and these motherfuckers kept Putin and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm first getting in there. I'm from Cali or whatever. You know, so everybody. I don't know none of these motherfuckers there because they brought me all the way from out there, from Oregon to Illinois on some bullshit on that weed shit, and. So I'm getting jail, I'm in jail with all these motherfuckers and shit. I get to know it. There's a few weeks go by, I get to know everybody and shit like that. Everybody's coming in and out, whatever. So
Nigga
I was
bust
telling
ass on
people,
you.
yeah, so nigga, I was telling, nigga, let me tell you something. This the OG part right here, okay? So niggas started, busting ass and shit. And I was like, cuz, like, that shit is disgusting. And, like, nigga, don't be doing that shit. Just please don't be doing that shit around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And niggas started thinking it was funny, right? So they was coming around me, nigga. I was like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I looked up one day, nigga. I was like, cuz, like, y'all niggas farting around me again, nigga.
Hey,
I'm running through all y'all,
hey, who'd you Bob Backlund, nigga? Like, I know, yeah, because I know T, man. Like, um,
I
you might have to think about he's that way. One thing about T, I know he doesn't like anything disgusting. You will call it quits on anything disgusting. So
yeah.
when that happens, so all right,
All you niggas in Illinois too, I'll tell y'all right now, if you ever listen to this, you can put it, you can call, you can say whatever you want to say, nigga. I checked all y'all niggas on that shit, nigga. Niggas stop every time they Jen heard it too. The niggas was coming around me, nigga. They was walking, nigga. Somebody do that shit, they be like, "Oh, sorry, Titan, sorry, man, sorry." And I'll be like, "Yeah, nigga, like don't be doing that shit around me." I'm not no tough guy, anything like that, but I'm not nobody you can just sit there and walk all over either,
yeah, but
though. So,
that's where you draw a line, though. Like,
yeah, you
like
gotta
it's like, all
draw
right,
a line
cool.
with certain
Like,
things.
I can deal with certain things, but yeah, you run around me, nigga, it's a wrap, nigga.
And
You
that
were long in
carried
prison.
over,
You were long in prison.
that carried over. So, to make a long story short, man, it's just
Oh my god, this nigga is so disgusting, guys. That's part.
people doing the shit they did. The shit they did at the Capitol, man, was disgusting and will always be disgusting. And I
Right.
feel for the people, the violent things they did like that. But for if if you went to the Capitol and you actually did it on any part, like you pulled down your drawers and boo-booed on the bare floor like that, you should be feel disgusted by yourself and you should be ashamed of yourself. Nigga, and you should be in jail too with all them people that tried to kill somebody or did all that bullshit up there.
Well, especially if you're saying it's for America, like you want your country back. Why would you shit on something so sacred, right? Hey, no, am I right about that? Like, why would you shit on something that you feel is sacred? No, you just shit on it.
I mean, yeah, not figuratively, literally.
Yeah. want your country back, but you shit on something that you claim to love so much.
If any of y'all January 6th rioters boo booed on anything, cuz you're watching this, cuz
That's the most
you're
ridiculous thing ever, cuz.
there's a special place you're going after you die, and it's not heaven. I'm sorry.
Do you feel that they think that? No.
No, they felt they made America great again by defecating on it. Yeah, no.
I already knew it was shit. I have to produce it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it looks like
exactly right.
yeah,
Yeah, the
like
capital. Everybody knew the capital was doing the shit, but now it's literally
yeah. Now
doing
you
the
want to
shit.
yeah. Now you want to do it. All right, cool.
But
My bad.
well, anyway, man, we ramble a little bit. What else we got, brother? Let's get
Yeah,
to
my shit's
it.
blinding like a motherfucker. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know, I got the oh yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. So we're done with Trump. Um,
We done with people pooping on the Capitol and
yeah.
getting out of jail for it free and getting out of the jail free cards for it.
Okay. Okay. I
You
can
made America great.
I can remember
Thank you.
I, I can remember this. So since we're shitting on coasts, right? It feels like everyone's shitting on the West Coast. So Trump, he's not providing or he's providing limited help for the fires, right? But what?
Hmm.
But besides that, why do people hate the West Coast? Is it because of Kendrick? Is it because we're like the West Coast is a very, very, very different place to live. And when I
Yeah.
say that, I take it from Mexico on the left side all the way up to Oregon on
Hmm.
the left side, right? So
All the way up to Washington.
yeah, Washington, you know, all those areas. My question is, so why are they mad about it? Like, we stay quiet, and it seems like Kendrick started all this shit to where we have now. It's like, yeah, we've been the West Coast, we've been the hardest MCs. So now it's like niggas want to start talking from the East Coast down south. But guess what? If you're from New York, excuse me, um, y'all fucked up because I wouldn't say the greatest, but the next best one would have been Pop Smoke, and y'all didn't take care of him.
Are we making this a music thing, or are we talking about
I'm
the?
talking about everything West Coast. Don't get mad because this is what the West Coast does. This is what we do. Like, and I'm not saying killing people, but yeah, it happens. You know, yeah, West Coast does kill people. But what I'm saying is, uh, you know how things change where there's more. It could be music as you had asked. But what I'm saying is, everyone had their time, right? So you got to think NWA. That was our time in the '80s. Before that, it was Miami. You know, Uncle Luke, right? And then it moved. So it started in New York, L.A., Uncle Luke, and then went to Atlanta, and they had it for like 35 years, right? Now that the West Coast is back and talking the way people should talk, there's a problem now. Everyone doesn't like us talking or being so brazen about it. How do you feel?
I'm torn between, is this the music thing, or is this the just in
I just mean
general?
period. I just mean period. And we can go into that as well. It's like we love
Well,
who
I
we love.
can I
No, we love who
can
we love. We love who we love.
no
Right.
I could answer both things right now. Yeah, just okay. Um, if Kendrick is the reason that people, I mean, from the Midwest to the South to the East Coast are like don't like the West Coast, and shout out to Kendrick. Damn, you got hella influence if that's the case. Like, yeah. California, let's just be honest here. California by itself is economy by itself is probably what half of the economy of the United States. To be honest, if Cali goes down, the United States is gonna go up. And I don't mean like in a good way. I mean like everything's gonna skyrocket in prices.
Yeah, because we're the closest
Number,
to China.
not just the closest to China is, for one, Cali is the number one. Where do you think all the produce comes from in the United States? The majority of it comes from, like, if you can go on and Google it. I don't know the exact percentages and shit like that, but I'm like almost willing to bet that the majority of the produce that all you motherfuckers are getting in the East Coast, the South, and all that shit is coming from Cali. So go ahead and do all that shit you want. Talking about, let Cali burn and let them shit burn and do all that shit. But it's going to start hitting people's pockets in a minute. And then they're going to be like, oh, yeah, go. Yeah, all right, Trump, you need to send some money over there quick. Because I'm going to tell you right now, man, that shit is starting to hurt our pockets, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, too, is with these fires going on, you got to realize, too, is, it's trillions and trillions of dollars, but, and the insurance isn't covering it. But I think a lot of people are going to come together in California, and we're gonna see something probably soon. Whatever. Trump is gonna be like, oh, nobody's gonna help Cali, but we're gonna see something from the actual American people that is gonna change that.
Say it again.
The West Coast is still the best coast.
Hey, I'll put it like this. And I don't know if anyone else feels this way. I'm not sure if you feel this way. Rap music wouldn't be what it is today without the West Coast. So y'all niggas was kid and playing.
We was all kidding and playing.
It was kid and playing, right? And then the group who changed the game, NWA. Then now everyone's hard, like, oh yeah, nigga, I'm hard too, cuz. Like, yeah, nigga, we hard too on this coast. Stop. Yes, we give props to New York because yes, you gave us rap music. But don't get it confused. We gave rap music flavor. Everything on the West Coast. Like there's only two unique artists. I'll say three now, but he's younger. So if I think back to listening to rap music as a kid, a young man, it was E40, Mac Dre. And the reason why I say those two is because of the wordplay, right? Like E40 made up different words. He made words up to where it's like, oh yeah, we smobbing. You know what I mean? Mob music. No one was doing that. No one was doing what Mac Dre was doing, right?
Yeah.
Now you want it back, and La Russell is hard. I love La Russell. Like his music, the way he's his songs, the way he's picking his music. I love that shit, right? But it seems like with this whole Drake, Kendrick, we talked about it before, but it's like ever since Kendrick won, it's like everyone has a problem with the West Coast. Why? Nigga, we like honestly, I would take it as I take it to offense is like the West Coast is what y'all niggas on from here on out to the East. This is what you should be about, right? We had um, military bases. You know what I'm saying? We were able to grow up around different races. That's the problem with y'all niggas is that this is what America should look like on this side. Y'all want to be discreet. Y'all want to be separate. That's cool. But nigga, this is where it's at. Nigga, yesterday I was at the store and I saw someone who I haven't seen in 30, probably 30 years. Other than that, no, actually, what, third grade? You're what, eight, 7 or 8 in third grade?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, man, you look familiar. Did I know you? She's like, nah. And she's like, oh, you had Miss Wright? Yeah. I was in your class. That's what I'm saying. Like, and she wasn't black. She was Asian, but still, like we're the ones to bring everything together in the world. That's how it should be. California is the melting pot. New York is, but it's not.
Hey, yo, y'all be mad shiesty out there, yo,
Where?
in New York, man.
Uh, oh, yeah. I don't want to pull it into it, but still, like,
You know what I'm saying? You be fronting, B.
but then,
Hey, yo, God. Hey, yo, God.
hey, shout out to RJ, guys. Yo, B. What the nigga say? Hey, hey, you pull over, cuz. He's like, yo, B, they following us, cuz. But yeah, man, it's like when it comes to Seaside, man, like we were raised differently. We were raised to love everybody. So I think the whole world should be like Seaside.
Yeah. There you go. And if you don't know about it, look it up.
Nigga, EPA knows about us.
Who?
EPA.
Who the fuck is that?
East Palo Alto. Come on, cuz. You remember back in the day, like we used to have fun with East Palo Alto. Come on, man. Like we heard stories. So yeah.
Yeah. But YouTube don't care about that shit.
All right, cool. What's next? You want to talk about Method Man and Busta or not?
Nah.
Cool. Oh. All right, you got it. Trump's first couple of days. You got it.
We basically already did that.
All right, cool. All right.
Yep.
Girl dad.
All right. Yeah, that's a little sentimental one.
All right. So thinking about everything that we talked about today, how do you feel about being a girl dad? Or let's rewind that. When you found out you were having a daughter, were you ecstatic or were you like, fuck?
Scared. Yeah, you're scared. I was scared. I was like, damn. You know.
Why? But why were you like, damn?
There's all kinds of stuff raced through my head. I was just thinking like, oh man, what kind of dad am I gonna be? What is she gonna be like? And thank God, thank God she is.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Me and Joe wanted to have a son, and when we found out, we were kind of bummed out. And I mean, when you go to doctor visits, you're like, "Oh, it's a girl." We're kind of bummed out, like, ah. So, but yet we went to Target that same day and started looking at clothing. I was like, "Oh man, I like this shit." Like, girls have way more choices. Like when it came to boys, it was like Tonka trucks and dinosaurs and bullshit like that. I was like, "Oh shit, girls got like." You know what I'm saying? They got cute clothes. Like, all right, cool, man. I can deal with this. You mean? I was like, niggas, young niggas don't have shit, just shit to get fucked up. As far as like, you have boots and jeans and Tonka trucks, get it dirty. Where they have outfits, they have things of, yeah, make them look cute. Um, but I did want to touch on how it's kind of tough being a girl dad. And when I say that, you know, you try to tell your daughter, yours is 14, mine's 13 now. And I'm trying to be real with her. Now, she's not, she's not really into boys. I'm not sure what she's into. Who knows nowadays? Fuck it. What I'm saying is, I want to,
He,
I tend to
he was
pull,
15.
yeah, I'm sorry, 15. So I tend to pull her aside, be like, hey, so what's going on? Like, what are you into or what's up? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So I'm trying to be there, right? As
Mm-hmm.
as a girl dad, I'm trying to be there too. And I get it. She might not want to talk to me about it, but I'm trying to be like present in the moment. Like, hey, I'm your dad. Like, I'm trying to make that effort instead of just like, fuck it, just live your life, right? So I'm like, oh, what are you into? Oh, nothing. So she ain't giving me shit.
Yeah.
So
Well,
how how do you go about it? What is your experience about that? Like, do you even ask questions? Like, my thing is, hey,
nah, I
my
don't
thing
ask
is,
questions.
I I pick Ari up from school and I see the dudes who are coming from school.
The little boy.
Yeah, yeah, just stay away. Like, but when is the right time to step in as a girl dad?
You, I don't know the answer to that. All I know is, well, I'm Braylon doesn't grow up with me, so she's not. Well, she doesn't grow up with me, but when I talk to her, and it's just every time, it's just I mean, for what she tells me, I'm proud. But like I said, when we went on vacation last year, on the little cruise ship. I know Braylon. I know she likes boys because, when I was on the cruise ship, when I went looking for her, her and her little cousins was talking to, she was talking to the little boy and shit, and that little young man, he called me sir and all that shit, and I was like, okay, she likes little boys, so yeah.
But how did you feel about it though? Like, let's get to it, man. Like he
What
was
you mean?
he was
He
respectful.
he was respectful. So what can I really say? I mean, she she was sat there like
But how do you prepare yourself for that?
I I didn't prepare myself for it. I was just thinking like the first couple of days, like we was joined at the hip. She was going everywhere. We was doing everything, and then she got comfortable, and then she started going off and being a little teenager, and I can't sit here and be like, what are you doing? I mean, I was to an extent, but I gotta trust her and believe that that she's gonna have her mom and mine best interests in stuff when she's out doing stuff so it is what it is. Like I messaged her today, and Her, her response made me almost tear up. And I was hella proud. So
In a good way.
hell yeah. Every response now is just good. You know, and I asked her about stuff, and then it's just like every response is a damn blessing. Thank God. So yeah, being a girl dad is I don't. I'm sorry for all you that have to go experience like other shit, like having little, crazy little girl and shit like that.
It's
But
stressful.
yeah. So Al, I think you're in a spot where you just let her be who she is, and I mean, if she don't like anyway. Like even my little stepdaughter now, I'm not gonna put her business out there, but she's she learned her own little. She's her own little person, and as dorky and as it is, it's cute, and we don't have to worry. So two girls really don't have to worry. But yeah, so yeah. I feel I'm sorry for everybody else out there that has to go through some bullshit.
Yeah.
It does suck. I
So
feel for you.
I asked these questions because we were young at one point,
No.
and we also knew what these young girls were doing.
I
So,
just want to hear.
so
Hey,
hey, no,
no.
let me break it down. Let me break it down. So what I'm saying is, it you know what it is, and you know what's
Yeah,
happening, but it's like, as a girl dad, do you just sit back and be like, let it happen?
yeah.
Because I mean,
No.
no,
When they're
no,
this age, no,
you're right.
you intervene. You intervene at this age.
No.
Like,
What I'm
all
saying
right,
is, you're right about letting them choose and pick who they want to date. Okay,
right.
but are you gonna let them be teenagers?
The good thing about the kids today is they're not like the kids, like
We were
their parents are. They're not like their parents.
right. So
Some of them, I don't know.
it's kind of like us.
Mm,
It's like they went from movie reels to VCR tapes, right?
mm,
And then there was MP3s, and now it's everything's on live. So
yeah.
yeah. So how would you feel about that? Like, I mean, you know how
Feel
see,
about what?
and that's how, and that's why more dads are needed in the house. If you're a male,
What do you mean feel about what?
oh, like your daughter growing up, and eventually she's gonna grow up or fall in love. How about that? She's gonna fall in love and be with someone. So, how do you feel about that? Would you allow her boyfriend to come into your home and be like, "Oh yeah, my name is such and such," and uh,
You pray. Okay,
he's staying until 10 o'clock at night.
no, there is none of that. None, there's not none of that for like. There's not none of that. All right.
But how long do you stay? Growing up as a teenager, you used to stay till what?
I'm not putting. I'm not. They. She's not me. So
That's not fair, T.
I don't give a shit about being fair. Like when you're a parent, you want better for your child. You don't want them to live the same life you did. So if you was out there sneaking out as a young little girl, sneaking out and doing shit like that, then it's bad. So you don't want your kid doing. So you don't teach them to do the stuff you do. I mean, then some parents do. Like they don't. I'm not saying I don't know if they really care about their children if they're going about that route, but it is what it is when it comes to that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Yeah. So, in other words, boys can do what they want to do.
boys have more leniency. But like I said, when you turn 8, I mean, not really, because 18's not really a grown up anymore. They still need you for a lot of shit when they're 18. So you can sit there and call them a grown up and tell them, like, oh, yeah, you're grown now. But they still need you at 18. And when they're independent, if they are independent, good for them. If they do find a good person, a good person to be with, and they're respectful to them, and I could see, because I could even do it like if the dude is respectful to her,
Right.
then I'm good. Because if he's respectful to her, then that means he's gonna be respectful to me as well. Because his parents, taught him some shit, the right way and stuff like that. So all you want is your daughter, is whoever she's with, is them to be respectful to her, and then, like I said, and most of the times, and that respect carries over to the people, their parents. So
Right.
that's what you want for your kids, but
Or,
it is
yeah.
what it is. But you deal with all types of stuff. But like I said, if us us are between me and Jen and the 3 kids, we parent and do all that stuff. No, we're intervening. there's interventions. There is no
Yeah. And the young nigga, like, oh, what up, nigga? And you high five, like, oh,
yeah.
what's up? Huh?
Yeah, if a little dude comes around, like, say I'll say use B for instance. If she comes around B, like, oh yeah, he gonna sit there and he gonna respect me because, like I said,
There's no choice to.
yeah, he has no choice to. If not, then you may get your little ass up out of here. Like, nah, we ain't doing this, bruh. And I'm sorry, I feel bad for, like you said, like you wanted to bring up the shit when we was younger and shit. Yeah, okay. I was horrible when I was younger.
And but that's why I'm asking these questions, because we grew up on different policies.
you,
We grew up on
yeah.
different things, so it was
So when
different
you
then.
say,
But
but when you say it's not fair, because to let them get to do, if they want to do what you did, I don't give a shit about being fair. Like, you're the kid. I mean, like, they're the kid and you're the parent. So what they say is basically, you can hear what they say, but it's basically null and void if you want it to be.
right,
If it ain't logical, if it's not logical for a young little kid or, someone their age should be saying, then it's null and void. So there you go.
I love the new setup, man. This is great.
Yeah, it's more family oriented.
Everything you said was just crazy. Because you're like, you gotta think, man. Like, hey, everything's different, right? Because mom is not sneaking a boy into the house.
No,
But guess what? Hit your pops up like, hey, I got somebody coming over. Guess what dad do? Oh yeah, you good. You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean, but it don't go like that. So,
yeah, so it's not the same. It's different.
mm,
Which is why I was asking, is a father in the house important? So it does
yes,
matter. It does matter. Everyone listen, it does matter. It matters for all kids, all children.
yes. Both parents matter for
Mhm.
all kids and all children.
But it's definitely a great thing if you have a father in the house. And this nigga trying to be serious because like we can't really get down to it till you know what's up, man. Like, right. All right. And thank you guys once again. Listen to Talk About the Hours. We're your host, that nigga, TJ Bay. This nigga is Alan Poe. If you like it. If you love it. We love y'all. Damn, it's so good to be. You know what? This is a good job to have. It's a good release. Feel me? Peace.
We out, man.